Quarantine with Drew, episode 25. If you're in the San Antonio area, you know we had wicked storms last night. So here's some story time. We had just had a great dinner with friends, one of the best steaks we've ever eaten with Master Chef AJ Dara. Unbelievable. It was so much fun. We're heading home and the storms start to kick up. We get home, immediately tornado warning. We got to go into the center room in the house, but that passes and everything's good, right? Until bedtime with Shiloh and Ezra. Shiloh lays down and this rip of thunder comes through, shakes the whole house. Immediately she collapses, all right? She starts to cry, she's terrified. Big tears. Maddie comes in and says, you're safe because Jesus is with you. Then she turns over, goes to sleep as if nothing ever happened. Not another peep the whole night. Later last night, I was thinking, do we think of Jesus like that? Do we view him and trust him like that? And when you say, hey, he is with you, does that still you? Does that make you still? Because this is something he has promised and he keeps repeating all throughout history. He begins it in Genesis. He continues in Joshua. Whenever he says, do not fear or do not be afraid, he always follows it with, I am with you. He continues in Jeremiah, says, there will be those that fight against you, but they will not prevail. Because why? I am with you. He continues on into Matthew, into the New Testament. And when he sends his followers out and says, I want you to tell everyone about me, that God has come and to rescue us, that Jesus is alive. And he says, you don't have to be afraid because I am with you always to the very end of the age. And on into Acts. On into the future, he continues to say, I'm with you, I'm with you, I'm with you. Do you trust that Jesus is God? If you do and you trust him with your life, you trust him with your whole heart, he said this, I am with you. That means you and I, we can face anything. There's nothing we can't face down. I remember when I was a kid, I was terrified of storms. Does it change it in us? As we go through the storms of life, as we go through the challenges in life, even when we're in this middle of this quarantine, does it truly change, as it should, our reality when we understand and know that Jesus is with us? He's with you today.